Hey guys, so this video is going to be about Turkey's operation in Jarablus. Turkey invaded the Jarablus area in Syria a couple of months ago, and it is fighting against ISIS and YPG forces. Um, I think they gained considerable ground in the Jarablus area, and then they moved towards the west, towards the Alsace line, and they connected those two areas, and now they are going towards Al-bab, and like many Turkmen areas, including Turkmenbara and other Turkmen areas, are liberated by the Turkish army and the Free Syrian Army, and now they are marching towards Al-bab. And to be honest, there is now a race towards Al-bab, and the race is between the YPG and the Free Syrian Army. The YPG wants to take this city, Al-bab, and the Free Syrian Army, with the help of Turkey, wants also to take this area. And the YPG wants this area because they want to connect the cantons, and the Free Syrian Army wants this area because the local people are Arabic and Turkmen, and they want to protect their own people. So there's some conflict in the region, and the United States is clearly behind the YPG. So the relationship between Turkey and United States have been very difficult the last couple of months, because the United States, they are supporting the YPG, who is connected to the PKK, and the PKK is, doing a lot of terrorism in Turkey. So there's a very difficult situation there, and in my opinion, it won't be very difficult for the Turkish army, the Free Syrian Army, to liberate this area. But the question is, how long do they want to stay there in that area? Do they want to liberate that area and then retreat, or do they want to stay in that area, and for how long do they want to stay? Because if you look at the military history, you can invade a place, but you also should have an exit strategy. And if you don't have an exit strategy, if you don't have a clear goal, it's going to be very difficult to determine what you want to do. It's important to have clear strategy, and I don't know what the end goal is of the Turkish army, but the prime objective is to liberate that area. So the PKK and YPG cannot advance, but also I think it's important to for Turkey to have a seat at the table, and the only way to do that is to have troops on the ground, and now they are cooperating with the Free Syrian Army, but as you may know, they are not very strong, so there's going to be a dilemma what's going to happen in the future. perhaps Turkey can train more Free Syrian troops, and so that the Syrian people themselves can protect their own country. But then again, I think a deal is needed between Assad and the opposition groups, because the only way to have stability in the region is that the central government gets back control, and when the opposition and Assad forces reconciliate or have a clear framework what they're going to do in the future, then the separatist groups like ISIS and the PKK can be fought much effectively. So it's going to be interesting what's going to happen in the future.